Well, a bad hairdo, a broken ATM machine, and bad traffic. Those are just some of the worst nuisance calls taken by 911 operators in BC this year. And as the CBC's Estefania Duran reports, E-Comm is warning of a worrying trend.
Based on what you're explaining to me, this is going to be a non-emergency call.
Every day, 911 operators are inundated.
911 is for life or death emergencies only, so I mean, if you can't get your car out of the snow, then maybe take the bus or SkyTrain wherever you're going, okay?
Just one example of many non-emergency calls this year. So which one took the #1 spot?
A caller had called in reporting that the caller's vehicle didn't fit in the parking stall. He was given at a hotel.
But the others aren't far behind. Someone complaining after a salon didn't style their hair properly. Another caller angry because their neighbor was vacuuming too late at night.
One that shocked me the most was the person phoning to complain about police being too loud while they were responding to an emergency and asking if they could come back the next day.
Operators take about 4,000 calls a day, which means every second spent on a nuisance call is time not spent on a real emergency. And there's also fear of a worrying trend.
This is our 7th year now that we've been doing this campaign. And what's alarming this year really is the increasing number of people who seem to be aware that their situation isn't an emergency.
Some even call asking for traffic updates.
I think it's an incredible waste of public resources.
People will complain about anything, I guess, to anyone who will listen.
It's irresponsible, and it's made for only the most serious of emergencies.
E-Comm says the message is not getting across, and no matter how absurd the call may seem, Bradley says operators need to take each one seriously.
Recently in the States, there surfaced again the story of a woman phoning 911 to order a pizza, and there was actually an emergency happening, but she wasn't able to speak freely. We need to make sure everybody is safe, and that takes time.
So next time you get a bad hairdo or get stuck in a small parking lot, think twice before calling 911.
Are you safe right now?
Estefania Duran, CBC News, Vancouver.